My next claim is it is not worth the costs of gun deaths every year to have the Second Amendment. Whoa.
All right, well, first, you made the claim, so I want to hear your reasoning behind it.
Well, yeah, obviously this is a reference to the Charlie Kirk quote about how
Yeah.
it was worth some gun deaths every year to have the Second Amendment as it's
Yeah.
currently written. And my view is this: look, this is not an argument to repeal the Second Amendment. My point is that we shouldn't have a fatalistic view about this. To just say we have the Second Amendment, nothing we can do now. Some people are going to die because of it, and so that's just the price of freedom. For example, in Canada,
Yeah.
you have a right to bear arms still, but it's like you have to get a license. There has to be training. You have to pass background checks.
Is that not also in the United States too?
No.
You don't need a gun license.
Well, no, but no. What I'm saying is, it's not like a driver's license. Like you don't have to like go to when you're getting a driver's license here. It's more akin to what you do in Canada. You have to go to classes. You have to
don't
prove
have to
that
do
you know.
any classes
You have
in
to
the
prove.
United
You have to
States
prove that you
buy
have
a
to
gun.
know how to use the guns. Like there is a process.
There's no process in the United
Well,
States.
in a lot of cases, you don't have to go through a process. Sure, people have easy access to guns in this country without going through the process. There
definitely
is
not.
easy access for younger people to get high-powered weapons.
That's
in this
definitely
country.
not true. But
Sure,
can
sure
you
there
name
is.
the legislation that would have prevented Charlie Kirk from being assassinated?
Well, no, because there wouldn't have
Okay.
been a piece of legislation that could have prevented Charlie Kirk from
Okay.
being assassinated. My point is that his initial claim was in service of this idea that we have a maximalist view of the Second Amendment, where there is nothing that we can do to limit gun deaths. In the United States, we had 46,000.
So
No,
you're-
just let me
you're
say
just-
this. In the United States, we had 46,000 gun deaths in 2023. In Japan, they had 10.
Okay.
In France, they had 800 and something. So, there is obviously many things that we could do to change the cultures, the rules, the laws, and the mores of this country to not have the gun deaths that we do.
I don't
and
really
I don't
know
think
the statistics of these other countries. I kind of
Well, I can
doubt
just-
that there's
Japan is at-
10 only.
yeah,
and
10.
You're not giving me really any piece of legislation that would actually
because-
fix
but-
these
well-
things, unless you're talking about the abolition of the Second Amendment, which we can get into that. And the majority of these gun deaths are handguns. I mean, let's be honest here. They're
Well, sure.
handguns and they're suicide, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
If we limit that number, if we actually take that into account, it's not really looking as bad as
Well, no, it's
liberals
looking.
make it
I mean,
seem
no,
to
it's
be.
looking pretty bad. Again, 46,000 versus 10 is a pretty big gap.